Hi everyone, it's Azario at Land Cruiser Imports in South Florida. We're looking at a 1996 Toyota Land Cruiser Prado TZ package with the 3-liter 1KZ TE turbo diesel engine made into a rare original 5-speed manual transmission. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick exterior walk around, show you the inside, and do some engine revs. Okay, so this is the high trim or highest trim TZ package model. So the TZ package comes with all the aftermarket goodies, and basically it is the decked out off-road version of the Land Cruiser Prado lineup. And by off-road I mean it has all the bells and whistles, such as the front guard with the Land Cruiser Prado engraving there. You do get the factory Bosch fog lamps. You get an additional Toyota fog lamp, so that's a total of 6 lights, which is pretty gnarly, especially at nighttime, where you get the yellow, the support of the fog lights, and then the headlights. So in the deep darkness of the mountains, it'll illuminate that quite well. Okay, and this one does come in the K03 color code, which is Desert Dune Metallic over light bluish gray pearl. And the factory side graphics are still intact. Typically, they might look decent from afar, but when you get close, they start to show stress cracks from the heat. But this one has no cracks whatsoever, and you almost never get the factory side graphics to be in this nice of a condition. So it is actually a rare sight to see the factory Land Cruiser Prado side graphics. And as always, I love stuff like this just because it gives it that retro feel, and it's it's a special car, and that side graphics gives it that special car feel almost. Okay, and this one does have the factory spoiler. This is the TZ package, so it has the rear steps. It has some beefy rough terrain or extreme terrain tires on there, so you can definitely go off-roading with this, rock climbing. It's actually not terrible on the highway. I've driven it, I was actually surprised that they're not, very hummy on the highway. Typically with rough terrain tires or XT tires, known as extreme terrain tires, they hum a little bit on the highway, but it's a good compromise between road noise and off-road performance. Okay, you do have the factory Toyota rain guards. Again, TZ package stuff. You get the roof rails, and we did put the basket up there with the roof racks as well. And what else? Oh, you do also get the extended rush guards, and if it's not the TZ package, it typically stops like right there. And this being the TZ package, you do get the extension bar with the additional fog, and that is a factory Toyota equipment, which is really cool. And of course, you get the JDM mirror. And I forgot to mention, this is the Desert Dune Metallic, so it is like one of the most sought after colors just because it looks so cool. It hides dirt really well, and even if it's dirty, it'll still be shiny because it's just how the color naturally works. Okay, so panels are very nice and shiny. Obviously it won't be perfect, but it looks super good overall. Minor nicks on the underbody, what is it called? The underbody flares and the underbody bumpers, excuse me. But that's to be expected, as with an off-road car, something like that. Little nicks here and there, basically. Doesn't look bad, obviously. Otherwise, we wouldn't buy it. Yeah, expect little nicks in there on the lower portion of the car, but it looks fantastic overall. Okay, so no fading here on the hood. Really no fading on the paint anywhere. So you have no clear coat fade here on the roof either, or nothing like that. This interior is in really nice shape as well. So seat bolsters are in nice shape. No rips or tears in here. Same thing here, a little nice interior. I imagine they had seat covers. It's just, again, like I say in all my videos, it's basically impossible to keep them in this nice of a condition if you don't have seat covers on there, especially given this is almost a 30-year-old vehicle. Original Toyota floor mats, has a full sets, front, back, and rear. Has an independent AC rear controls for the rear cabin. And this is the first time I've seen this. This is a TZ package goodie. So it has a factory turbo timer. These are typically installed on an on cars with an aftermarket unit, but this has a factory turbo timer. You can set it to 1 minute, 3 minutes. You've been going on a long drive, or take it off altogether. Okay, and there goes your infamous factory rare original 5-speed manual with your 4x4 lever. It does have an inclinometer, barometer, a temperature gauge, and this is a digital radar and digital speed gauge. So you get your speed reading here, obviously, and then you have another one here. It also has a drive recorder here that it just needs an SD card, but it's fully functional. So that's cool. Okay, so AC does work. This radio, we installed it. It has a USB port. You can play Pandora, Spotify, any music of your choice. It'll easily sync up there through the USB port, or you can just sync to it with your Bluetooth system on your phone. Also has an auxiliary port, and you obviously can charge your phone using that USB port. Okay, and there goes your rear heat button. Okay, so operating temperature's good. Revs are perfect. Diesel gauge works. So 240, 254, that's roughly 148,000 original miles. Okay, I'm gonna do some engine revs. Lovely sounds. And since this is the TZ package, which if I can do this just one hand. There we go. You do get the dual battery setup as well, which is obviously fantastic in colder climates, especially in the winter. Okay, so they did do the timing belt at 200,000 kilometers, so that's awesome. You don't have to worry about that. They typically do the water pump and timing belt in Japan to keep it road legal. So this has shotgun registration up to date. So that's always great as a prospective buyer, knowing that they did all the maintenance on the car, and this is a road legal car, so that means from brakes to rotors to timing belt, water pump, battery service, everything was on this one. And this one is still a 1996 model, so it still has the glass headlights. Late 1999, they started with the plastic headlights, and they tend to yellow out, but this one has the glass headlights. And as always, that is not a leak. It is super hot and humid here in South Florida, and it just starts to drip from the condensation of the AC compressor. So you know it's working since it's dripping there. Look at the paint. Paint on this car shows really, really well. So if you're looking for a turnkey, off-road, overlanding, cross-country vehicle, this is it. So you don't have to do anything to this one. Oh, I opened the gas gauge. You don't have to do anything to this one since it's already off-road ready. Tires, brakes, rotors, everything's good to go. It's a turnkey overlander, ready to travel, ready to hit the roads, go off trail, on trail. It basically can take you anywhere and will last you a lifetime, especially since this is a intercooled 3-liter 1KZTE made into that original 5-speed manual. Okay, I think that's it with this one. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.